avoid the adverse effect, and that I have described the complete blood count, hepatic and renal function should be performed before start of the therapy and a repeat after every quarterly. Then we are going to have the stoppage of this precious medicine if it has a leukocyte count beyond limit, and if it is an count of the neutrophils beyond our parameters. So serious reaction is also another thing where we have to stop the carbamazepine. Now, second drug, which when I can say that which was the pioneer drug of the what you say in therapy of trigeminal neuralgia. Phenytoin is also called as Dilantin, available in Pakistan, and its half life is very long, and it is used to have the 48 hours up to that, while the carbamazepine half life is 12 hours. So it is not as safe as we can say the carbamazepine is, and its starting dose is 300 to 400 milligram BID. Now, this action actually post-tetanic potentiation of the spinal cord level. It is actually higher level and depress the synaptic transmission in the spinal trigeminal neuralgia. Slightly higher level, it used to obstruct the transmission of synaptic impulses. So we can say that it is slightly potent than that of the carbamazepine, but due to its more side effects and more potential effectivity, it is generally discarded. It is a truly effective medication discovered in the initial stages, and yet the patient used to respond initially very good, and it can be used with in combination with other therapies, and it is the only available drug, especially phenytoin, which you can give it intravenously, and that is 20 milligram very slow diluted form per minute you give very slowly, and it has also good oral absorption. This drug basically, when we are talking of giving the intravenous, there are so many adverse effects, and that's why there is one very bad effect which is known, that is the kidney shutdown. Shutdown of the nephron is a very important. It's a very crystalline, what you say, a molecule which hurt the nephron too much. So that's why people used to avoid it, not to give phenytoin IV. Common adverse effect: dizziness, diplopia, ataxia, more than that of the carbamazepine. The main thing which have been reported, and there are so many publications, that is the gingival hyperplasia. Cerebral damage is one of the most important thing. It's used to cause the fibrosis in certain areas of the damage, and what more is the megaloblastic anemia, and that is resulting into bone marrow depression as well. And rare side effects are the hepatitis, bone marrow depression, and systemic lupus erythematosus. And Stevens-Johnson syndrome is rare, but when it occurs, it is a really very bad emergency. Ladies and gentlemen, basically when we're talking of the phenytoin, due to its adverse effect, it is less used. It's a absolute contraindication as the sinus bradycardia and sino-ventricular block, because it is a potent channel blocker, so it used to cause the myocardial insufficiency. And especially if you feel the abnormal ECG recording, hypertension, ataxia, and you see the patient with a slurred or improper speech, then you must stop the phenytoin. This is what the phenytoin drugs, you must have the concept in your mind. The next drug which we are going to discuss, that is baclofen. Baclofen is uh, basically very famous with reference to muscle relaxant as well. It is available in Pakistan by the Lorocel tablet. It is 10 milligram available in the SIBA. Its half-life is very less, and its peak serum level just maintained for the 2 to 3 hours, and it is very good in combination therapy. Now, it increases the latency response and decreases the latency spikes of the trigeminal neuralgia neuron, because it affects the inhibitory episodes in the lower level and depresses the synaptic and excitatory transmission in the spinal trigeminal neuralgia, and that is slightly lower level, and that is why its effect is very transient but very effective. Drug is of choice patient with allergic to carbamazepine, used as a combination drug with the other anticonvulsant. It has good oral absorption and having a very good muscle relaxant effect. So this is another thing, that if trigeminal neuralgia related symptoms are there with any muscle spasm or with any TMD, then baclofen may give an extra advantage to us. The side effects are the drowsiness, dizziness, weakness, nausea, vomiting, and acute confusional state, and depression is commonly related to baclofen. These are the drugs which are very common. And next is the chlorphenazine. Chlorphenazine is also a very important drug used for many years, especially with reference to epilepsy, and it depresses the synaptic transmission in the trigeminal nucleus, more potent in the midway, and depresses the transmission to a number of spinal and supraspinal polysynaptic pathways. And these synaptic pathways, because it used to affect the midway, it goes above, it goes below, and the transmission of these nuclei in the higher level and in the lower level, first order and even the third order neuron, it's used to affect. So it is a potent drug with a compromise, what you say, effects on trigeminal neuralgia. It is very good for the epileptic episode, but with this reference, because it do not have the more on the trigeminal ganglion, it or what you say, the spinal nucleus, that's why it is less used. Moliate is the Afghan salt, which is for the chlorphenazine. Its starting dose is 400 milligram TID, which is generally a good dose, and maintenance up to 2400 milligram per day. Actually, this 2400 milligram is not generally recommended for the all alone for the trigeminal neuralgia. This is safe up to what you say epileptic, special temporal lobe epileptic patient are generally used to have these higher doses. Used as a combination therapy with other anticonvulsant, muscle relaxant effect is very good with it, and it has a good oral absorption. Drowsiness and depression are with the chlorphenazine. Ladies and gentlemen, when we are talking of all these drugs, and when we say the combination of all these drugs, and you see we have studied these all four drugs, that is carbamazepine, phenytoin, baclofen, and chlorphenazine. And you see anticonvulsant activity, which actually we need, it maximum in carbamazepine. Muscle relaxant effect is very good in baclofen and chlorphenazine, least in phenytoin, and muscle relaxant is to some extent is also present in carbamazepine. But the sedative effect is good in carbamazepine, less in phenytoin, and it is like average to baclofen as well as the chlorphenazine. But when you see analgesic effect, there is only chlorphenazine give us the analgesic effect and the carbamazepine. So overall, looking at the chart and combining all these four drugs, what is in our mind? The mind says that the carbamazepine has maximum anticonvulsant activity, having a muscle relaxant activity as well, having sedative effects, which is sometimes required to you for an excited patient. And the more promising thing is that it is also having analgesic effect. So I say that generally physicians they are agreed that the carbamazepine is the drug of choice yet in this time. Now, there are other drugs which are now introduced, and these are oxycarbamazepine. Oxycarbamazepine has a separate type of action. It is actually basically block the voltage sensitivity sodium channel precisely on the axon, thus leading to stabilization of hyperexcited neural membrane. So it is better than the carbamazepine, that it is going more precisely to the membrane level and blocking the excitation right there. Suppression of the repetitive neural firing and of the progression of the synaptic impulse which are generating right from the axon, and it is generally used to reduce all these propagating synaptic impulses. So with the introduction of oxycarbamazepine, people has now started preferring oxycarbamazepine more to carbamazepine. Uh, Tripletol is the actually name by the which is the trade name. Starting dose is 300 milligram BID. Uh, actually, this is a generic name, starting dose, and maximum dose it goes for the approximately 2,400 to 3,000 milligrams. So that you can say that it is more safer than that of the carbamazepine as compared to oxycarbamazepine. So now people have shifted their regime from the carbamazepine to oxycarbamazepine. That we have the more potential to giving the more potent dose as compared to that of carbamazepine. So what are the advantages? It is used as a combination therapy like all others, having a lower incidence of allergic reaction like that of anti, especially such as Stevens-Johnson syndrome, toxic epidermolysis bullosa, and neurolysis. And the enzyme induction compared to carbamazepine is less as compared to that of the carbamazepine. So it is with reference to advantages, I started giving oxycarbamazepine and with reference to long duration
सर आपकी ऑडियो नहीं आ रही। सर आर यू हियरिंग मी?